First Dahm That's True back in person in 3 weeks.
Yeah, and
we were virtual.
To pick, you bitch.
You've got a bone to pick.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my god. Oh
yeah.
my god.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. We'll cover it on the other side of this. But
yeah, we will.
I will say this is the drunkest we've been in a bit.
A little bit.
I will say, all right, I'm willing to accept that maybe when I memed you about being downtown with your friends who don't know ball, maybe I was a little too drunk from too many beers at Applebee's. I'll say it. I'll say maybe I had too many white trash beers at Applebee's.
Backtracking now, huh?
No, I'm not backtracking. It still stands, but maybe I was irrationally mad because I had maybe a couple beers to loosen me up. It's fine. It's fine.
We're weird how that works when you're downtown with your friends.
Downtown, huh? Was I downtown?
That's downtown enough.
Oh my God, we're gonna talk about it. Well, all right, Dom, that's true. That's right. We're back in person. It's me, Truman the Steam Machine Steen, and Owen Domination 7. You know what, man? Let's do it right though. Let that fucking music roll. Ooh, welcome everybody back to another episode of Dahm. That's true. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Truman Steam Machine Steen, and always I'm joined by the beast with the least, Owen Domination 7 Dahm.
That's me.
Man, it feels good to be back to you being the beast with the least, right?
Sure. Yeah. Great.
Yes, that's right. We are back in person. Us two in the same room.
Yeah, us two.
There's no virtual.
There was never a third host.
Was there a third host?
I don't think so.
Oh. R.I.P. to Ian. Claimed by the night shift at work.
Hey.
For at least until December. You guys might get a little Christmas present. Get Ian back.
I have heard that night shift makes bank, though. So I think he's it's got to. There's no reason.
I hope so. When I worked at Ameristar,
Did you not get a differential for working night shift?
No.
Really?
The differential is you didn't have to do shit. If you worked valet, no, there was like
I guess that
10 cars the whole shift.
I guess that makes sense on why they wouldn't pay you more. You know, if you're going to be valeting like 10 dudes.
I worked some afternoon shifts at Ameristar where I did like 130 cars. Having
and
a
then night shift was like
on like a
10.
Saturday. Night shift was terrible when you got in. On the weekends, it'd be terrible from like 10 to 1.
How many people?
But then from like 1 to 6, nothing.
How many people did you hand car keys that were like obviously too drunk to drive?
None. You don't.
Really?
You tell another valet member to to call security, and if you might give them the keys, but they're not going to get off property.
Oh, really?
We were told not to. It was a whole thing. We had to you finagled. You talked to him. You chatted him up a bit more, and we didn't. No,
that's actually kind of
you
impressive.
can't, because you can't keep the car from somebody. We can't legally.
Right.
You know, it's not, but it is somewhat of a liability.
But you are required to talk somebody off the ledge.
Right, and it is somewhat of a liability if we just hand somebody the keys and say, "Hey, let's get this guy behind the wheel of a car."
TikTok. Get this man his keys.
I was talking about that with somebody at work, dude.
That whole meme?
Yeah. Let's get this guy behind the wheels of a car. He said he was at the Chiefs game against the Raiders.
Yeah.
The Monday night game, and he said like there was somebody who was like driving the wrong way down the road, and he like leaned out and was like, "Let's get this." He's like, "We don't even need to get this guy his keys because he's already behind the wheel of his car."
Oh, no.
And I was like, "Damn, dude, that's super funny though."
That being said, drunk driving is not funny.
No, we are not here. No, it's
anyway.
Only funny.
Welcome.
It's only funny in knowing that it's all in jest. But yes, welcome back into Dahm That's True. Not your favorite drunk driving podcast. Yes, again, I didn't hand any keys to anybody for
Interesting.
drunk drive.
I'm glad that Ameristar has that policy.
Yeah, most casinos do. Yeah, and like even if so, like you might kill time if somebody calls security, and then you might hand them the keys, and let them like drive, down the road. But security's gonna pull them over and talk them off. Or I mean, there are police in a casino at all times. Yeah. There's the Missouri Gaming Commissions, and they are police. And they can do shit too. So
makes sense.
Just don't drunk drive.
In a place where people could get angry, it's probably good to have police.
Also in Ameristar, If you leave the wrong way, you go through Randolph, Missouri, and they only make their money off of giving people tickets, especially DUIs. So you can
makes sense.
Right. Well, the issue with Ameristar is their parking lot is so well lit that
it's obvious when someone's like struggling.
Well, no. Like you'd leave the parking lot, you'd be in the parking lot just driving through, and you're like, oh yeah, do, and you turn onto the main road, and you realize your lights would be off, but you couldn't tell because everything is so well lit in that parking lot. And then you get out there, you'd be like, holy shit, and you turn on your lights. But obviously, like if you're drunk, you're probably maybe not noticing that, and you're probably even more of a target for drunk driving. So, and a lot of the casinos are fairly close together in Missouri, so
yeah, it makes sense.
I imagine there's not a ton of people drunk driving for the casinos. I wouldn't even recommend going to the casinos drunk per se. I mean, for so many reasons.
Did you see that guy on Twitter? He was like crying outside of his hotel room in Vegas.
Why?
Because he lost literally all of his money.
Oh shit!
It's scary, man. I wonder.
Trust me, man. I got super sad. I was watching the. I went with coworkers, and some guy lost like $200 on craps, and I was just like,
yeah.
And dude, like that trying to talk to somebody when they've done that shit, you're like, what do you say? What do you say to somebody when they've lost?
Yeah, it's only $200. Like,
right.
But for some people, $200 is.
I mean, it's a lot of money no matter what. $200 is a lot of money.
Sure.
Speaking of, you know what's it costs only $5, Owen?
What only costs $5?
Subscribing to our Patreon, patreon.com/open-disaster. Shout out our patrons. Shout out Dylan, Meltbox KC, Skylar, Picaro, and Joe Booty.
Yay.
So funny.
Also, shout out the Broncos. They were looking in the driver's seat, coughed up a 10-point lead to the Chargers today.
Yeah, I have so many bets on this game.
I have 0.
I have the under, which will be good for the machine if that hits. I also, FanDuel had DraftKings had a boost of Justin Herbert 1 touchdown pass was boosted to plus 100. You're like, slam dunk.
Yeah.
Hasn't thrown a touchdown pass yet. We're midway through. We're 5 minutes left in the third quarter, so that's a little worrisome.
Worry.
I also had a little interesting sprinkle, as they say. I had both teams to score 1 touchdown, 1 plus touchdowns, and 1 plus field goals in each half.
Well, there you go.
Well, so in the first half, they both scored a touchdown and a field goal.
Yep.
The Chargers have kicked a field goal in the second half so far.
Looks like the Denver has as well.
No. It was 13. It was 13-10 at halftime. So I need a touchdown here from. I either need this game to go under, or I need a touchdown and then a touchdown field goal from the Denver.
Interesting.
Which actually would still hit the under. If it was just that. If I have a touchdown from Los Angeles and then a touchdown field goal from Denver.
Well, this game looks to be
Denver, and we're also hoping that Denver wins this game.
I would say
we need it.
This looks like a shitty game from the surface, but I think this is about what Bills Chiefs was last.
This is a better game than the Thursday night game for Indianapolis versus Denver.
This would be a very Charger thing to lose.
Oh, I would love. Well, we need them to lose. Keep our one game plus the tiebreaker lead.
Right.
Instead of just being down to the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
Again, I'm always cheering for the Chiefs' interest.
I'm
first.
fine with the tiebreaker, but
like we need
Buffalo to lose twice.
Yeah. Well. Okay. I guess that can lead us into our first topic here. Of course, I was at the Chiefs game last week.
You were
last night
with your friends that don't know ball.
I was
downtown.
With my father's friends from high school.
Oh,
I tell you what, they're pretty knowledgeable about ball.
Was your sisters there?
No, it's just me. I was filling in for my dad.
Oh, your dad wasn't there?
No.
Oh, fuck.
That's right. Although my dad knows ball better than any of them.
Oh, of course.
And there were some times where they're like, oh, who's number 24? Who's number 24? I'm like, it's Scott Moore. And they're like, oh, yeah, Scott Moore. But like, if we talked about it, I mean, we were talking about Travis Kelce's impact. We were talking about Travis Kelce's a Hall of Famer. Okay. We were talking about, all sorts of stuff.
Maybe you can't be I can't be downtown with people who know ball, who don't know ball. And you can't be downtown with people who know ball.
Yeah, it's crazy because, well, I told them that I had been to too many Chiefs games in a row where we had won, that we were due for a bad one. We were due for one.
You have been to a lot of Chiefs victories.
Yeah, I also posted a long Twitter thread with a lot of my thoughts, Owen. I don't know if you
I have not seen it.
big fan. Oh no. Oh,
I have your tweet notice on, but I did not see this one.
Damn. I posted this as we were leaving the stadium, or as we were driving away.
That makes sense.
I'll read it real quick for you guys. It really sums up a lot of my thoughts when they were fresh at the moment. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Also, I will say I posted my annual TikTok of making fun of the other team and saying that I have sex. And
I saw that.
Anytime the Chiefs lose, it fucking bangs. I'm over 10K views again on TikTok.
If you saw, I said good luck about 3 hours before the game.
Yeah.
And was the only comment for around 4 hours.
Yeah.
And
they all come in. I posted a meme on Twitter. I said it's the guy, I can't remember his name. We've looked up his name before. I think on Dahm, that's true.
Is it James Strohs?
No.
What happened?
No. Luckily he did not make one.
He didn't?
No. He did not make one about the Chiefs. I did check that because somebody said Jackson Mahomes, what happened? I was like, all right, dude. But fuck, what were we talking about? God damn it.
A guy that posted a meme.
The NBA player who's like on the bench and he's shaking his head, and then he's like, and then he nods his head like in approval. He's like,
yeah, I guess
that is a bit of a bright side. And so I posted that on Twitter.com, my Twitter.com, and said, I said, Chiefs lost the game. Yeah, I'm getting clowned on TikTok. That means TikTok's gonna pop off though, and that is it. I mean, over 10K views, which for me is popping off.
Some dude tried to say that Josh Allen is Mahomes' daddy, and I was like, 2-2 isn't anybody's ownership. Buddy.
Yeah. Also, Mahomes has beaten the Bills by, if we're playing on point differential.
Oh no!
I guess last year they did close it a bit there, but I mean, I think that was similar. Last year's score, I think, was similar to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, it was like if I remember correctly, it was like 35-17.
Yeah, and I won't say, and I'll be honest with you, there were some high moments there for Chiefs fans to really celebrate. Of course, big shout out to scoring a field goal with 12 seconds left. Got to fucking clown the Bills fans around me because they all went crazy when they scored the touchdown right before halftime. Which, by the way, I think you get Trent McDuffie back. I think he stops at least one of those touchdowns.
There's a lot of positives. So let's just get back right to the top.
Hold on. Let me read my tweet thread.
Sure.
And then I think there's a couple things.
We can get into it. Yeah.
Right. I guess here. Let's read the question for the show, and then I'll read my tweet thread.
Yeah.
The question I said is, how do you feel about the Chiefs at this point? Almost done with their 8-game stretch. Two games left. You have the 49ers next week, and then you have Tennessee after the bye week, week 9. Almost done with their 8-game stretch. Would you have accepted before the season started 4-2 through 6 games?
Let's look at my win total.
And here I'll do my. Man,
undefeated through here.
Damn, I also had us undefeated into the bye week. And then also,
admittedly, we should have known about the Chiefs' regular season AFC South curse. We should have expected that.
I had the Chiefs 10-0 or 9-0 into week 11.
We should have remembered the Chiefs' AFC South curse. That's on us.
That's fair. Okay, so,
and then if you remember correctly, both of us were pretty close to on the fence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But here's my tweet thread as we were leaving. I said, a couple thoughts on the game. And I said, I think you showed the Bills can bleed.
Yep, they can.
Kansas City didn't have their best stuff offensively and looked to be in lockstep with Buffalo all day. Feel like the Bills stole one. I don't feel like they were the better team for a lot of this game. I'm not sure either team should feel like the better team, but I think if you had to lean one way or the other. I think the only thing
that you can take from this game is that these teams are very evenly matched.
Yeah, I said Buffalo as plus 350 Super Bowl favorites is insane for this early in the season.
That's crazy.
Plus 350 is an insane rate for week 5. Or week 6. That's a bonkers thing. I said defense actually played well. Josh Williams was fine. Jalen Watson was fine. They were both fine.
Yeah, fine.
But I said both were good enough to win, but neither were great. But once McDuffie's back, you feel better. Not to mention Willie Gay would have shored up some of those backbreaking middle of the field receptions to like Stephon Diggs.
And those 8-yard first down runs from Eckler.
Yeah. You saw them get their matchup against Darius Harris or Leo Chenal.
And the problem is Darius Harris has been playing well.
Yeah.
He's been a very clutch player for us, but he's just not Willie Gay.
Yeah, I said this game is on the offense. Mahomes throwing another backbreaking interception plenty of time, just like the Colts drive. Bad penalty stalling your drive.
Yep.
And I was actually talking to my coworkers at work a little further about this. I think
the OPI that was horseshit.
No, I mean that was brutal, but we ended up being fine after that.
Yeah, sure. It didn't really affect anything, but I think that was a very weak OPI call.
But what I will say is that the Mahomes offense that could score like that, where you're like a minute left, anything could happen.
Right.
I think that is a product of having one of the most unique talents throwing the ball and one of the most unique talents receiving the ball in Tyreek Hill where at any point they could automatically dial up the Tyreek Hill 15-yard play.
Yeah, but I still think the reason Mahomes throws that interception there is because Von Miller splits a double team.
Right, but at the same time, I think you will never see an offense like that in the NFL maybe ever again. The Chiefs could score at will at any time because of who Patrick Mahomes is and who Tyreek Hill was. And you will just never, the odds that you'll ever pair an offensive talent like that with an offensive talent like that
Sure.
is, but
the Chiefs still have Travis Kelce.
Right. But I believe that makes them very similar to the Bills in which that they both can have games or drives where a couple things can derail it completely and they just have no shot at overcoming it.
Yeah.
And when you had Tyreek Hill, you could overcome anything. And I think now you can only overcome some things. Chargers just went for it on 4th down and did not get it, by the way.
Was it incomplete?
That's funny. Yeah. But so I said this game's on the offense, yeah. But
yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, Mahomes made that mistake. You saw it,
Yeah. I said there are some positives. I said Juju took a big step forward this game. That's
Juju
huge.
looked great.
That's massive.
Over 100 yards, yeah.
Over 100 yards. I said neither of these teams, even before I talked about it today at work, where I was kind of talking through my thoughts, said neither of these teams can score at will like the Chiefs could with Tyreek Hill. And I'm not sure you'll ever see an offense like that on any team again.
Probably not.
I said that, man, I really said it perfectly. I said that unique of a talent, Hill catching balls from unique of a talent like Mahomes. Either way, this is a backbreaking one. This is a brutal loss, but just can't let it lead to a loss next week. That's where you really let it
I think
snowball.
I just summed it up perfectly on my Twitter. This is a loss that goes in the L column and you go, whatever.
Yeah. I say shake it off, keep moving. Buffalo had a game lead and a tiebreaker last year and still blew it. I think they had 2 games last year and blew it, by the way.
Well, they carried their 2 games into the playoffs and then just lost. So
yeah. I said, we'll be fine. Take a shower, cleanse yourself of this loss, and of course, listen to Dahm. That's true. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, I'm a big fan of taking a shower after you lose. If you're not even like a shower at night kind of guy,
yeah,
just take a shower anyways.
Yeah.
I think it helps. For me, it's one of the biggest things that help me just reset my mind. That's why I really like shower in the morning.
Yeah,
I like to clear my mind before I leave for work.
Absolutely.
But after a loss like that, like if you lay down and you haven't showered and cleared your mind, I think you just lay there thinking about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, once again, though, I don't think this is that huge of a deal. Both offenses made mistakes, and both defenses made big plays.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the Chris Jones sack that Josh Allen was complaining about a trip. Yeah. For one, Chris Jones had his leg planted. You're never going to get that tripping call. Stepping.
Well, he was getting shoved back there. I think
there's got to be stepping into someone's path is you're never going to get a tripping call. Right. He wasn't dangling his leg. He stepped in his path.
I think there's got to be some amount of intention to it, and I think there was no intention for him.
He was reaching out with his hand. I mean, he's obviously getting his leg in the way for sure, but that's not a trip though. That's different.
No, I would. I'm with you there.
Yeah, you're never gonna get the call.
I heard a Bills fan crying behind me, and I literally turned around and was like, "Dude, that's just you can't." He got blocked into tripping him. I don't think you can.
Well, and then the Josh Allen throwing the fumble to Isaiah McKenzie, who wasn't ready. McKenzie had a bad game, by the way. Yeah. McKenzie dropped points. That weird quick offside call on Von Miller when MVS would have had a touchdown was kind of weird.
Listen, I was at the game. I think he had 2 or 3. I think if you do let that play run out just like it would have, Mahomes wouldn't have thrown that touchdown to MVS.
You think he gets hit?
I think he gets absolutely lit up by Von Miller. I mean, maybe he throws that ball and maybe it wouldn't have looked like that ball did.
Sure. Yeah. But either way, I think both offenses obviously left points. I think Carrington Harrison said it really good. Voice 610 Sports, where he's that throw where Elam made that insane interception in the back of the end zone. That's a 9 out of 10 play for Mahomes. That scramble, improvisation, off his back foot, throws to the back of the end zone. We see him convert those all the time, and then the linebacker switching off of Clyde Edwards-Helaire to go up and make that one-handed grab. It's just okay. I would have to agree with you there. I told people at work, I said, one, it's a couple things. One, MVS got to go up there and get it. Yeah,
he didn't fight for that at all. I mean, MVS had 2 hands up there, and Kaiir Elam took it with 1 hand, and MVS could have certainly should have attacked it.
I still think it's more of a good play from the defense than a bad play from the offense.
I would agree with you, but I also say that it is frustrating that he did not throw away that ball.
Yeah,
and if Mahomes throws away 2 balls, maybe we're two balls, that ball and the ball at the end of the game, where he shouldn't have pumped and then thrown it.
Yeah.
The fact that he pumped if he would have thrown it on the first try, would have got it.
At the end of the game, he needed to pump to get the defender's hands up.
At the end of the day, it isn't very funny, is it? But I also say that with that, it is what you have to with Mahomes, the good comes with the bad.
Yeah.
If you want Mahomes to be as good as he is, do the no looks, do what he did against the Bucks, do what he did against the Raiders last week.
Yeah.
Do so many of those plays. You gotta sometimes take him taking dumb shit like that.
Once again, I'd like to remind everybody, it's the regular season. The Chiefs still control their destiny in the AFC West.
Right.
They're not in danger of missing the playoffs. I think for the Chiefs, getting the 7th seed is all they need. We're talking about Andy Reid here. We don't need the bye. The Chiefs, did win their Super Bowl on the bye, and admittedly should have gone to the Super Bowl last year. Should have been a three-peat of Super Bowls.
Didn't have the bye week last year though,
and didn't have the bye week when they got embarrassed by the Bucks. Did not have the bye week that year either.
No, yeah, they did.
They did.
Last year was the first year though.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Right,
but.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. Maybe I'm crazy. But either way, it doesn't matter. I think the Chiefs just need the playoffs. Because the Chiefs are injured now.
Mahomes has never played a road playoff game. That's something to consider also. I'm with you in that I think that the Chiefs, as long as they are in the playoffs.
But Truman, remember, looking at the splits, Mahomes is better on the road.
I know, but we haven't seen it in the playoffs, right?
I'm telling you right now,
but I would
love to see him on the road in the playoffs because he's worse at home.
Right, and I understand that sentiment. A buddy at work said the same thing where he's like, I'd rather see Mahomes win on the road in the playoffs.
Yes.
Because it would cement his legacy that much more. And I said, yes. I said, if you told me that the AFC Championship game will be won by Patrick Mahomes either way, would you prefer it be on the road or at home? I would say, well, if he's going to win it no matter what, yeah, absolutely add to the legacy, do it on the road. But
I just like road wins.
If you just told me the AFC Championship game can either be hosted in Arrowhead or hosted in Buffalo, I would have said, I think I'd take Arrowhead.
Yeah, just 2-0.
What?
2-0 in the playoffs in Arrowhead against Buffalo.
Right.
So
but you've literally never seen Mahomes anywhere else. He could be incredible. I think there's also somewhat. I think if you've gone
did the Bills really choke the number 1 seed or the top seed to the Chiefs? Because the Titans were the top seed last year.
Were the top seed last year. Yeah, absolutely. The Bills.
The 3. Yeah. That's right.
I'll bring this up because I am kind of curious. Honestly, I hadn't even thought about that. I think Buffalo might have even had a 2-game lead last year after that Chiefs game. So last year, the Bills. Going into the Chiefs game, the Bills were 3-1, and they won that Chiefs game. If you remember the Chiefs, I believe after that game were 2-2, maybe 2-3 even.
Yeah, I think it was worse.
No, it couldn't have been worse. The Bills definitely didn't have a 3-game lead. Oh shit, no. Yeah, there you go. The Chiefs were 2-3 after the Bills game, and the Bills were 4-1. So they had a 2-game lead. On the Chiefs, and they still ended up behind them. They lost to the Titans, they lost to the Jags, they lost to the Colts, they lost to New England, they lost to Tampa Bay.
They lost to Tampa. Tampa did us a favor.
They lost 5 games after the Chiefs. And here's the thing: they've already had a dumb loss to the Dolphins that they shouldn't have lost. The Chiefs are 1 game back. Buffalo is 1 game ahead.
Yep.
And something I told my buddies at work also. The Chiefs are probably through their hardest part of the schedule.
We have a bye week this next week? What a perfect time.
No, they have a bye week.
Oh, it's Bills.
Of course, they got to schedule the Chiefs right before a bye week. Fucking perfect. Right after the Chiefs were coming off Monday night. Wow. Great. Right as Willie Gay was suspended. Fuck. Oh, I'm not a conspiracy guy, and I'm not a NFL's against us. I just.
It was mainly for Tom Brady, not for Josh Allen, though.
I know. I'm just. But still. The Bills, all of a sudden, have found themselves in the thick of a hard division. Guess what? The Miami Dolphins, Tua is playing this week, which is crazy, by the way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a whole other thing we can talk about. Tua is playing this week.
Yep.
And the Jets are 4-2.
They look good.
Guess what? They've got 2 games against the Jets. They've got 1 more game against the Dolphins, and they've got 2 more games against New England. And you know Bill Belichick can dial up a dumb win. They've also got to go to Cincinnati. The Chiefs also have to go to Cincinnati. They got to go face the Detroit team, who's sneaky good. They luckily get to face the Green Bay Packers, who could be bad. But Aaron Rodgers, again, at any point can show up and play well.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers is still capable of stealing games. They do have to also play Minnesota. They have to play the NFC North.
And Cleveland is when Deshaun comes back, right?
Right, and the Chiefs get to play the NFC South.
Wait,
who is terrible this year.
Is Deshaun suspended for that last game?
No, he comes back against Houston. No, yeah, that is. Yeah, he's still suspended that game. That's his 11th or 12th game. Yeah.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Yeah, he comes back exactly for the Houston game, which is, of course. But so, I mean, if you look at the Chiefs' schedule, this was something that we were so scared of. All of a sudden, the Chiefs' schedule looks better than the Bills, man. You get to play. You get Tennessee at home. Tennessee is bad. They've looked better these last couple of weeks. Derrick Henry looks solid again. And the Chiefs' run defense has looked worse, but Willie Gay is coming back, and it's going to be off of bye week. It's Andy Reid off of bye week.
Yep.
Mwah. Perfect time to schedule Tennessee. They can play Jacksonville. Jacksonville's looked a little better, but they're still Jacksonville. They get to play at the Chargers. The Chargers have not looked great. I mean, especially Justin Herbert still mending. You know, he might be weird the whole season with that rib thing. The Rams are bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
And they get the Rams at home. I mean, and in Arrowhead. The Bengals.
Wild card.
Weird also. Yeah, I'd say I'd view the Bengals about the same way I view the Jags. They could lose to anybody, win against anybody, maybe.
Yeah.
But they get to play at Cincinnati. They're playing at Denver. Denver's trash. They get to play at Houston. Houston's trash. All of a sudden, you're a little more worried about the Christmas Eve game against the Seahawks.
Yeah, one of the top offenses in the league.
Seahawks look solid, but I don't think they look good enough to beat the Chiefs. I think this is one of those games where they
all of a sudden, the backstretch of the Chiefs' schedule.
Listen,
nice.
Tennessee, Jacksonville, Chargers, Rams, Bengals, Broncos, Texans, Seahawks, Broncos, Raiders. That's 2 losses. That's 14-3. Or 13 and 4, 14 and 3.
It's pretty nice.
And if you're looking at Buffalo, I mean, Green Bay, the Jets twice, New England twice. They're going to drop 2 more division games, I bet.
Divisional games?
Yes. I bet they drop 2 between the Jets twice, New England twice, and Miami once. I bet they drop 2 of those. I bet they go 3-2 in that.
I don't know. I don't know if the Jets are that good.
But I think they're good enough to steal a dumb one.
I do think their schedule is actually tough.
November 6th, a letdown after the Packers. Could be a close game against Packers. You're in a letdown. You're kind of on a short week because you're playing Sunday night. That's a sneaky one. Those afternoon games where you just don't get hyped up enough. That's a letdown game.
11:30 a.m. game.
Oh, it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Thanksgiving at Detroit. Ooh, that could be scary.
Aiden Hutchinson likes to eat turkey.
That could be a dumb one. I mean, I'm just saying there are some opportunities for some dumb losses. And the Chiefs have opportunities too.
Of course.
Chiefs have opportunity for dumb losses also, but
Buffalo is getting all the hype. It's a dangerous spot to be.
And they were in the same spot last year. After they beat the Chiefs, everyone was like, well, crown them now. Crown Buffalo. The AFC Championship game is going to be in Buffalo. It goes through Buffalo. Ended up the 3 seed. And I'm not saying the Chiefs will slam dunk be the 1 seed, but I'm saying don't be shocked if Buffalo, who had a 2-game lead last year and the tiebreaker,
chokes their 1-game lead this year,
ended up behind the Chiefs. Yeah, guess what? They've got 2 games. And I think they're going to lose 2 divisional games.
Truman,
I think you lose a dumb one.
The Chiefs have gone 2-1 so far when they're their most injured.
I know.
We started DiCaprio Boodle, a 7th-round pick.
Right.
Played in the game, significant number of snaps against Buffalo. And the Chiefs only lost by 4. Did a decent enough job.
McDuffie's back. Willie Gay's back.
Trey Smith's getting healthier.
I think somebody else was hurt. Oh, Brian Cook. He's back.
Interestingly important.
I think the defensive line still needs time to mesh. And the defense only gets better as the season goes along. Always with Spags defense, they always get better.
Yep.
And the offense, I think, is still working out some kinks. But you saw Juju break loose. You saw Sky Moore.
MVS has been popping off lately.
MVS is fine. MVS is certainly who Packers fans thought they were. I will say he's...
Yeah, well, that's exactly what we needed from it anyway.
Right. So I'm just... Chiefs fans, just take a moment.
We're chilling.
Take a moment. But as always, we do like to preview next week's game.
Yep.
Owen, we do have the keys to the San Francisco 49ers game. Owen, I think
Is Jimmy G still the starter?
Jimmy G is the starter. Trey Lance is out for the year.
Yeah. So just make Jimmy G be Jimmy G, and then we win.
Again, this is a 49ers team who just lost to the Atlanta Falcons by 2 scores. 2 touchdowns.
Mariota does look good. He's like he set up some generational numbers the other week. He's like the first quarterback in a long time with only 1 incompletion, by the way, against the Niners.
Yeah, he can be efficient.
So if Mariota can only throw 1 incompletion against the Niners, I think Mahomes can pop.
Hannah learns to read, asking if we watched any of that game. No. Again, I was at the Chiefs game, so I didn't get to see it.
Mariota did really well. The first player in 60 years with 2+ passing touchdowns, 1 or less incompletions, 50 rushing touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. 50 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
So, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was brutal how? How do you mean it was brutal?
It's a bad game.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it was a bad game. I saw there was a defensive fumble that Atlanta returned for a touchdown. Atlanta undressed the 49ers. That's funny.
That's always good.
I mean, so again, this 49ers team has beaten some scrubby teams that we thought were going to be better. They beat the Broncos, and everybody's like, well, maybe they're better. And then they beat the, who else did they beat? I know there's another, like, weird one. Oh, did they beat the Packers or some? Who did they beat last week? They beat the Panthers. Yeah. Oh, they beat the Rams. That's the real one I'm thinking of, is when they beat the Rams. And everybody's like, oh, wow, the 49ers might be good. They might be for real.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, sorry, they lost to the Broncos.
And they lost to the Bears, dude. That's all you need
Well,
to
that was
know.
the rain game, though.
Still.
But yeah, San Francisco's 3-3, and they should be 3-3 for sure. They could be 2-4 real quick, also, by the way. But
they've only played bad teams.
All that be said, I'm not scared of the 49ers, but it could be a little trap game.
Maybe.
It could be a letdown game, especially after you have that hard-fought battle against the Bills. I do wish it was in Arrowhead.
Yeah. Once again, though, Mahomes better on the road. Mahomes loves the West Coast.
Yeah, that's true. It isn't like a West Coast team going to the East Coast. It's like it's just the Chiefs playing at 3,
being
and
in
they
the
already played at
Midwest
3:00 this week.
Is that their flights are the same distance? Is that they have no problem flying anywhere because it's not that far.
That's true. Being in the middle of country
dead center
is a bit of an advantage. Is that every flight is about 3 hours probably.
Yeah, just about.
Except for Denver,
your farthest,
where you're probably about an hour.
Your farthest flight is
3 to 4.
Seattle.
Yeah. Okay, so that being said, I'm just not that scared of the 49ers. Willie Gay will be back. Hopefully Trent McDuffie's back. Defense is going to take a huge step forward.
Yep.
Offense just has to mesh better.
I think the O-line just got to, not face Von Miller.
Yeah. London would be the furthest. Yeah, when they play in Germany next year. Book it, by the way. Book it. That'll be a long flight. But I will say,
contenders don't play in Germany, Truman.
The Bucks are playing in Germany.
Okay.
I know they're not contenders, but at the beginning of the season they were contenders.
Yeah, but contenders don't play overseas.
I'm telling you that we are going to play overseas next year.
Jacksonville and Detroit play overseas all the time.
Well, but who played overseas this year? Was it Green Bay and the Vikings? Vikings, our NFC Super Bowl pick?
I still can't believe we did that. That was stupid. The NFC looks bad.
Do you remember the other
NFC
team?
looks bad. Yeah, the Buffalo, of course.
It was the Saints. No, it was the Saints.
Oh, in the NFC Championship.
Yeah. The NFC both looks, as a whole, better than the AFC, but at the same time, it just looks terrible. I don't think
the Eagles are your best team right now.
The Eagles are your best team, but I don't think you'd pick the Eagles over.
The Eagles are still hard to pick, man.
Oh, yeah, the Saints also played over. Saints, Giants, Vikings, Green Bay. I mean, the Giants, we're going to talk about them in our NFL segment.
Are they legit?
We're going to talk about it in the NFL segment.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, long story short, I'm not scared about the 49ers.
But maybe it's a trap game. We weren't scared of the Colts. We thought the Colts, if I remember right, the title of the video was the Chiefs might beat the Colts by 60 when we posted the preview. So I'm not going to post anything jinxy like that. I'm going to say, I bet the title of the video will be
trap game.
will be can Kansas City avoid the letdown?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm not that worried.
I believe that the Chiefs are better than the 49ers, wholeheartedly. I do not think it's close. I do not think they are a close team. If I could look at the line right now.
I'd love to deliver more pain to the 49ers fans who hate us because of the Super Bowl and still to this day believe that we cheated. By the way,
I don't know if 49ers fans hate us for the Super Bowl. Like, I don't hate Bucks fans. I hate Brady, but I don't hate the Bucks.
I saw like
I feel a little bit.
I saw
disdain
three.
for
I
them,
saw
but-
3 different TikToks saying from 49ers fans saying they dislike the Chiefs just because of the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking let it go, nerds. Hold on. Let me check this real quick. Oh, I thought the Yankees Guardians game was tonight.
Huh.
Apparently it's tomorrow.
Who cares?
I kind of care. Chiefs 49ers. Chiefs are 3-point favorites. I would take that. I would take
So yeah, they think the Chiefs are going to win by 6.
because I think the Chiefs are legitimately better than the 49ers. I think this could be a very similar game to what we kind of saw in Tampa Bay, where the Chiefs kind of handled it the whole time. They were never kind of in concern.
I'll go
But yeah, give me your score prediction.
24-13 Chiefs.
24-13 Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's really solid. Can the TikTok you be with you with all the models Jimmy G dated? That would be funny. I could make a TikTok.
Be sure to
like
put
that.
Kiara Mira on there.
Here's a list of all the Jimmy G models that he dated. That's funny. That's not a bad one. I appreciate that. I'll let you know. I'll give you a little credit if that's what I use. So you had 24-13.
Yep.
I think the Chiefs take out some offensive frustration. Hey, shout out 49ers fans. Give me 31-20.
I always forget the way 49ers fans talk about that one overthrow is so insane to me because the Chiefs scored 14 points after that.
No, they scored 1 point, 1 touchdown after that.
That's
that was
enough.
on that drive. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they still scored a touchdown. And the Chiefs were scoring at will. So even if the 49ers score there, again, this is the offense with Tyreek Hill. This was a different offense. This year's Chiefs offense, Mahomes might throw a pick on that drive if you score there.
This year's offense is literally better though.
But I think on the eye test, I think you can't tell me it's better.
But on the numbers test, it is, and it's not close actually.
But I think in that Chiefs offense, I think it does. If they score, I think they win easy.
Yeah.
DraftKings farming idiots. Yeah, dude, I got
Money coming, West Coast money coming in on the Niners.
no way. There's no way anybody's betting on the Niners. By the way, DraftKings had a boost for Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert to score a touchdown or throw a touchdown. It was plus 100. I put $25 on that, and he's fucking terrible. Score. Hannah Leonard-Reed has a score prediction of 35-17. So I think that's pretty close. 31-20. You're what?
24-13. I think it's a little bit closer.
Absolutely.
We'll
All
see.
right.
We'll see.
Yeah, that'll kind of conclude our Chiefs 49ers. Again, if you're just watching this segment on YouTube, we'll cut this out. This is part of a whole larger podcast of Dahm That's True. Dahm That's True is about an hour and a half long. You can check out Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. It's going to be on probably this same channel that you're watching on right now. But make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Give us a shout out. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/steammachine, twitter.com/domination7.
Austin Eckler by any chance?
Austin Eckler has scored a touchdown.
Fuck yes. I need that in a lot of my leagues.
Oh, wait, are we playing? Oh,
Yes.
shit. No, shit. Tell me you didn't beat me off of that shit. Hold on, let's look.
It's close.
Hold on,
It's close.
It is really close. Let me check it real quick. But
Damn,
again,
you don't know fantasy leagues?
me beside the Chiefs and convince me that they are for real as Super Bowl contenders. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. The Bengals look better. The Bengals could be legitimate contenders in
They just need to get rid of their random
in a down
problems.
AFC North. The offensive line has looked a lot better. Oh yeah, I beat the hell out of Hannah Leonard-Reed. But yeah, again, shout out if you're if you watch this on YouTube. We will see you guys hopefully on other things. But we're gonna move on to our NFL segment, and we're gonna look at fantasy real quick. But we won't make you guys sit here through it. Yeah, and that league didn't even go. I'm really mad, honestly. That was a pretty solid name. God damn it, dude. Dude, I needed this dub so bad. You are fucking 4-1 in this league, dude. Tell me you're not ahead of me now. Oh, I'm holding on by a thread. I need a non-Austin Eckler. The only way I'll be okay if Austin Eckler scores a touchdown if it's thrown by Justin Herbert. If Austin Eckler rushes in that touchdown, I will be incredibly upset.
Is that you beating my tight end superiority team?
Yeah. I am 2-3 that league. You're 4-1. Give me a dub here, man. I need it.
I need these for the playoffs. I need security that I'm not finishing last.
You're not gonna finish last. You're 4-2.
Also, dude, our fucking Chicago League team is insane.
We are. Although, if you look at that, there are so many insane teams in that league that
I'm having a down week against you, Truman. I would love to still beat you.
No, please no. Please just let me have this one.
Yeah,
I need this one in the worst kind of way. I've scored the most points in that league, or I had scored the most points in that league. I'm pretty sure I still have.
No way.
No, that's right. I moved past. I was most points through 2 weeks, and then I really laid a couple fucking duds lately.
Not even close to anybody scoring the most.
But I've also had the most points scored against me by almost 100.
Yeah, because I keep scoring points, baby.
No, that's not. It doesn't even count this week's. But yeah, yeah. So, oh well. Owen. Talking about NFL stuff.
I should have. Dude, by the way, here,
Chargers
real quick.
Holding? God damn it, dude.
Real quick, before we get on this. Brian Robinson Jr. is playing games. So my pick of
Scored
the guy.
Touchdown. Scored a touchdown also.
12 points. If I would have played him this week, I would have beat you. And it wouldn't have been close.
Who would you have played him over?
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That would have been 9 points for me. This game would have been over.
There's no way. But would you have? Did you even think about playing him over Clyde?
I picked him on purpose.
Did you know that he was starting this week?
Yes.
And you didn't play him over Clyde?
Yes, correct. I should have.
That was by choice.
Yes.
Yes. Then you can't be upset about that.
I should have.
I always tell people, "Oh my god, I think this is half PPR league." Austin Eckler just caught a ball. Oh my god.
3 points. Ooh, come on.
God damn it, dude.
Come on, Austin.
I just need Justin Herbert to throw a touchdown, not to him, and then we can
we
can
need
move
a
on
break open a
way.
run for Eckler here.
No.
No.
If Eckler's going to score, we can agree. If Eckler is going to score, it should be a pass from Herbert, so I can not lose $25.
No, I'd like a rushing score so you lose.
Why?
Because I want you to lose.
What? It's $25.
Oh
Why?
wait, we need a 30-yard score from Eckler. That way, I can still win this game, and then you can win your $25. Yeah.
No, I need a pass from Herbert, dummy.
To Eckler.
Yes.
For 30 yards.
Right.
Which gives me 7 points and gives you 4 points, so I still win.
Right. No, I don't have Herbert on this.
Oh.
I just have a bet on it. The DraftKings boost was Herbert.
Okay, yeah, Herbert throwing it to Eckler.
God, they're gonna kick a field goal. Oh my god. Oh, damn it, dude. That sucks. That really sucks. Shit.
For you.
Damn it. Owen also Hannah learns to read needs an opinion on a trade. But as he types that up, Owen.
Yeah.
NFL talk, real quick.
Yeah.
Who's your biggest surprises this year that you think is a legitimate
player or teams?
Team.
Dude, it's got to be the Eagles. I mean, looking at my Eagles, like overall, I had them losing so much. Like, I had them at like 1.
The Eagles have reached their bye week undefeated 6-0. I had them at 4-2.
Like, dude, I had the Eagles losing so many games.
To be fair, they're close games. I actually picked pretty close. I had the Minnesota game was going to be close, which was fairly close, and then I had the Arizona game is close, and they won by a field goal. So Eagles are more surprising than the Giants. They're not more surprising, but the Eagles are the more legitimate contenders.
Eagles look good.
I definitely had it as a pick at the beginning of the season that you should bet the under on the Giants win total of it was like 8. The Jets are sort of surprising. I just don't. The Jets haven't beat any. I mean, they beat.
Truman, I had the Eagles at 9-8. The group had them at 8-9.
I know, but the Giants.
They're gonna be way better than that. It's got to be the Eagles.
The Jets. Well, but the Giants beat the fucking Ravens this week, man.
The Ravens are bad.
The Ravens are better than any team that Philadelphia's beat.
But the Ravens are still bad.
Well, besides maybe Dallas this week, but once Dak was back, that
Lamar Jackson is continually put in the spot that he sucks at, which is throwing the ball. No matter how many times he beats on the worst team in the league and throws a bunch of touchdowns against them, and people go, look, Lamar can throw the ball. Lamar can throw the ball. He still can't. He still overthrows his wide receivers all the time. He's great at throwing to Mark Andrews. He is not good in clutch time. He has never been good in clutch time.
What if he beat DJ Moore?
He beat the Chiefs because of Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumbling. He wins all of these games because the other team makes mistakes. Lamar is a great quarterback, generational. Not good in clutch time and not great against good teams.
He's not generational.
He's generational. He's Michael. He's the new Michael.
Well, generational is like you describe one player as generational talent. Mahomes is your generational talent. Josh Allen is maybe a generational talent. Again, Josh Allen and Mahomes.
I'm telling you, man.
Josh Allen and Mahomes is the new
Brady
and Manning.
Yep.
But somebody also has to be Phillip Rivers. And maybe that's Lamar Jackson. It's Phillip Rivers.
That's a great comparison.
It's a great comparison. I think they're going to have a couple 1 seeds. I think they're going to make a couple AFC championship games. I think they're going to struggle.
I hope nobody is Eli.
I really wish you could have heard me in the stadium when he missed those passes. Really did it to the flock. That's funny. Phillip Rivers is Herbert. How do you miss that? Herbert is...
yeah.
It's
free.
Only because they miss the playoffs all the time. And Philly Phil still made more playoffs, but I guess Herbert still got plenty of time.
Philly Phil missed the playoffs with a number 1 offense.
And number 1 defense. That's brutal.
Poor Chargers fans, man. All 7 of you guys, like...
Phillip Rivers is Dude, who's Lamar Jackson? If Phillip Rivers is Herbert, I guess Lamar Jackson could be Drew Brees. Sets a lot of records. Maybe gets up there, wins 1, but by and large has been pretty much
Lamar Jackson
doesn't get there.
Lamar Jackson can be Joe Flacco.
Yes, but Lamar Jackson being Michael Vick is a lazy comparison.
Lamar Jackson can be Joe Flacco.
And
mediocre, but really good once.
That's funny. But Michael Vick also never got close.
Yeah, his team sucked.
And Lamar Jackson has had better teams than Michael Vick has already.
Yeah, Lamar has not played well in the playoffs.
Vick never had the 1 seed.
Lamar has not played well in the playoffs.
No, he doesn't. No, he hasn't.
I mean, but then again, neither has...
Maybe it's Donovan McNabb.
Neither has Mahomes.
Fast Kirk Cousins. That's funny.
Mahomes hasn't... Well, we say Mahomes hasn't played well in the playoffs. Mahomes hasn't played well in the Super Bowl specifically.
Mahomes hasn't played good in 1 Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, I mean, statistically, you can say the Tampa Bay Super Bowl, but once again, he was running for his life, so it's not really on Mahomes.
Yeah, again, but Mahomes, like Brady, at times has weird times that he just has a bad game or just has a terrible half.
But he's inevitably in the AFC Championship game.
Yes, I believe once again, we are marching right back to Mahomes being there, and it's going to be one of those things where this could be the year that, like Peyton Manning went to 2 Super Bowls. Peyton Manning went to a Super Bowl in his 7th year. And Josh Allen's in his 4th or 5th year. This could be the year that Josh Allen gets through. I like that one. Lamar Jackson's the next Aaron Rodgers. I love that one.
Insanely talented and just
team let down, choking the playoffs, wins 1 Super Bowl eventually.
Has a couple Aaron Rodgers hosts championship games. Lamar will never host a championship game.
Lamar will host a championship game.
He will not.
He will.
He will not.
Yes.
I'll bet on this. Lamar will not.
There's no way to.
The Ravens.
I would bet on this. But the Ravens. But
the Ravens
Lamar
front
Jackson
office is that terrible.
10 years.
The Ravens front office is that terrible.
I don't know, man.
They're paying $500 million, just like Pat. See ya. They don't have a good front office. See ya.
No, the Ravens front office has been solid. They've drafted some solid guys, but
name 1 wide receiver.
They've had bad wide receiver luck lately.
That's part of the front office.
I know. Well, Hollywood Brown was solid. AFC North will never allow a 1 seed. That is, besides 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, 2019.
Who was the 1 seed in 2019?
Ravens were 2019 1 seed. Remember they lost to the Titans. The same week we beat the Colts. We were there.
No, we beat the Texans.
No, yeah, you're right. We did beat the Texans. Sorry.
We beat the Titans.
We beat the Colts the year before and then played New England and then. I think. So we're off the rails. We're talking about all sorts of stuff over here at this point, but I guess that leads. But this could be the year. This again. every year it felt like it was Peyton Manning was probably going to run into Tom Brady at some point in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of years that he got the
It
better.
does feel like a collision course.
And this could be one of those years that maybe Allen gets the better of him. But I think the series, by and large, is going to be owned by Mahomes. 2019 lost to Chargers in the playoffs. Oh,
yeah, that's
And then the Chargers got really close to beating New England.
Oh, yeah.
And then failed, and then we lost to New England. Fucking. But that's, I mean, isn't Tom Brady's losers club is filled with a bunch of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and so will Mahomes will be. Shoulda completed that pass, 49ers. Should have,
I don't know, done better. Everybody else,
I don't know. Should have held on to your lead, Titans. Should have.
Listen, everybody should have, could have, would have against the Chiefs are the exact should have, could have, would have that the Chiefs have. 2018, you should have intercepted that ball, Darrelle Revis. Should have actually grabbed that instead of tossing it back to Mariota.
2017.
No,
2018 was
2018.
2018 was the Chiefs.
Yeah, so sorry, 2017.
Yeah.
2016 shouldn't have let the Colts score 21 unanswered.
Yeah, right.
2015 should have scored points against the Steelers.
Well, the Colts unanswered was like 20. That was Alex Smith. That was like
still. We shouldn't have allowed that.
In high school, I think it was 2014, 2015. Yeah.
It was 2016.
Was it?
Yes, because the Steelers were 2015. That was our first year of college. Yeah. No, the Colts was 2014. Sorry.
Yeah,
You're
I don't
right.
think
Colts
that was while we were in
Colts
college.
2014.
Yeah.
Steelers was
But
2015.
But I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It's all there. Every
team will have shoulda, coulda,
every
wouldas.
team has them.
But now that you have Mahomes, everybody has shoulda, coulda, wouldas against you.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Exactly.
And I think again we are on a collision course for the Bills and the Chiefs are going to be in the playoffs. Depending on what these two teams do for the rest of it is going to determine on when they meet.
Yep.
But I hazard to guess it's going to be the AFC Championship game. I imagine one of these teams is going to be the 1 seed, and I imagine the other team is going to be either the 2 or the 3 seed.
Yep.
Which means they ain't playing each other till the AFC Championship game. Gonna go Ridge! Exclamation point lurk. Hey, thanks, man. But
I'll hear some Austin Eckler running yards for us to make Truman lose the fantasy game. Maybe a nice catch and run from Austin Eckler.
151 left. I don't know.
A lot of passes to the running back for yards.
Again, I either hope Herbert throws an interception or throws a touchdown. I don't. Well, because
throws an interception, you might lose.
I don't have. Justin
You
Herbert.
don't have Justin Herbert.
I
keep forgetting that.
would rather the Broncos win this game, or Herbert throws a touchdown. If Herbert throws a touchdown and it's to Austin Eckler, I won't care.
Chiefs and Chargers are tied if the Chargers win this game, though. What do you really want?
What?
The Chiefs and Chargers are tied.
Right. That's why I want the Broncos to win. I want Justin Herbert to throw an interception.
How about Austin Eckler runs 40 yards and 80 yards, 60 yards, and then fumbles? That way I can still win.
I don't know, man.
Then we can all win.
I think overtime would help both of us.
True.
All right. That being said.
Yeah, that about does it.
AFC's top team of the week?
The Texans.
It's not the fucking Jags.
It's the Texans.
Jags ruined my fucking parlay.
It's the Texans for firing their offensive coordinator.
They fired Jack Easterby.
Is he not their OC?
No, he was the pastor who was running everything at the top.
Oh,
he was the one that wanted to hire Josh McCown to be the head coach.
Yeah, that's why the Texans are there.
Houston Texans team of the week for firing Jack Easterby.
Yep.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's so stupid. All right. How'd the machine do versus Steam this week, Owen?
I don't know. Why are you asking
Are you
me?
a big fan of the show?
No.
All right. Well, if you want to get it, wait a minute. No, if you want to get it a day earlier, we figured it out. You'll get the show on Saturdays. Yep. If you Patreon, go to patreon.com/opendisaster. Again, it's the best deal in sports gambling. It's 10 picks a week for $5 a month. It's 40 picks a month, sometimes 50 picks a month for $5 a month. It's great. But that being said, Steam vs. Machine, I did talk about how good of a deal it is. I have once again gone 2-3. I'm so mad. I had the Bills over. I had the Bills Chiefs over. That didn't cash. I had the under in the Carolina and Saints game. Of course, those teams both woke up their offenses. Fucking awesome. And I also had the under in the Colts Jags game, and that went, of course, insane. I also had a parlay that was the Jags. It was Jags money line, Atlanta plus the points, Jets plus the points, and somebody else who was upset. Oh, Falcons plus the points. And it almost cashed, but the Jaguars blew it for me, so that's really upsetting. But yeah, 2 and 3 again. The machine is going to go 5 and 3 this week. Actually, the legitimate picks. Again, if you follow @Roll with Machine, I post my picks. But yeah, those are going to be 6 yards.
Austin Eckler.
Oh my God, I'm 1 point away from losing. I'm
1.1.
1.08. It's half PPR. So another 6-yard reception will lose it for me. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh.
Come on, more Austin Eckler. You had a 99% chance to win. Come on, baby. We can snatch win.
I have a 99% chance to win still. That's actually crazy. That just shows how bad ESPN is. Because they're just like, well, he's got no time. Oh, my God.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Jesus
Time
Christ,
number
I'm
2.
so scared. I'm so scared to do this. Okay. But yeah, that's how the machine did this week. Owen, how did your 5-team parlay do? I know you had.
lost.
Did you?
The Ravens.
You had the Ravens on it?
Yeah. Damn. I think I might lose.
Yeah, that sucks.
Gotta stop having games.
Was that the only one that lost?
Yeah. Jacksonville sank me.
Oh, Jacksonville also sold. Yeah, Jacksonville sold my parlay out too.
Yeah.
Makes you feel better. It doesn't.
I think I went 4 and 5 for the second week in a row.
Damn. All right, Owen. Who's your 5-team parlay this week? I'll help you through it.
Let's find out who we got.
I'll bring up the machine to help you out, Owen.
Well, we're gonna slap Cincinnati on there.
You're gonna slap Cincinnati on there?
Yep, we're gonna slap.
Where are they playing?
Cincinnati. We're gonna go with
Over Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. Let me make sure I'm building the parlay with you. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
You're looking at the next week?
Yeah. We'll go. Yeah, sorry. We'll go Green Bay. We'll go.
Hold on. Sorry. Let me get there. Green Bay.
Kansas City.
Over the Commanders.
Yep.
You're going Kansas City?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going Miami.
Couple favorites. Okay, Miami is playing against.
Miami's playing.
Oh, the Steelers?
Yes.
Okay.
We will go with Seattle.
They're playing. Oh, the Chargers. Oh, we can't get that line yet.
And the Giants.
And the Giants?
Yep.
Wow, you're riding the hot hand, huh?
Yeah, I do like the Giants. The Giants are making some money.
Let's see. Seattle is going to be playing the Chargers. I imagine they'll be 3-point underdogs.
Yep.
So I'm going to add the Colts at plus 2.5.
Sure.
I'm going to add that line onto your 5-leg parlay. Oh, and your 5-leg parlay would
plus 700.
Plus 1,500 odds. So
I'll take it.
15 to 1 on your money. Are you going to actually take it?
I might actually take this one. That's a lie.
He says it every week.
I always forget.
Says it every week.
I might just bet all of these teams individually.
I'm going to start betting these and then winning them.
I think I should start just betting all of these teams individually. Because if I bet all these teams individually on their money lines, I'd be hella up money.
If it makes you feel better, if you hit one of these parlays, you'd be plus money for the entire year. You think about that.
On my parlay bets, you mean?
On your parlay bets,
Oh,
yeah.
Whatever my unit is.
If you hit one of these, it pays for all of them. Something to think about.
That is true. I'd be up on all of them. Well, because I'm really still up from Chiefs Bucks and Chiefs Cards. I'm up money for the rest of the year, probably.
That's fair. All right. Owen.
I keep giving one unit back at a time, though.
Oh, yeah. I've been there before. Speaking of, get ready for my hockey picks coming. Hockey picks are coming up. Definitely be following
Islanders, 1-1. 2-1, I think.
No, 1-1. They play the Sharks tomorrow night.
What are you doing tomorrow night, pal? Because my brother doesn't have a...
I've got volleyball and also movie. We're going to go see Till. If you want to go see Till, it's about the very important story of Emmett Till, Owen. You want to go see it?
No, Going to a movie is cringe. Emmett Till is not cringe. Emmett Till is a tragic tale of racism.
Well, lynching, yeah.
Well, it's
even worse,
racism.
yeah. Well, yeah, I know.
Tragic.
I am clinched the fuck
This is
up
a
on this.
slimy Austin Eckler 17-yard pass right here, baby.
Let's see if I've got. I don't think I have the YouTube TV up on here.
Just click watch. See what it takes us to.
No, it takes us to sign in with TV provider. Damn it.
Let's do it the
All right,
smart people
all right.
way. I'll get it up.
All right,
Don't
Owen.
worry about it.
Owen, this is sent in by the viewer, actually.
Oh?
They have a request of top 5 sports movies. I'm not sure
We've already done this.
I feel like we've done this.
Yeah, because I put Glory Road in my top 5, and you're like, Glory Road's not top 5.
But either way, Owen, we're going to let it rock. Owen, give me your top 5 sports movies.
Does Rudy count?
As a sports movie? Yes. As a top 5 sports movie? No.
I don't know if Rudy's a sports movie.
Rudy is a sports movie. What? How is Rudy not a sports movie?
It's not really that much sports.
Rudy is the quintessential sports movie. Rudy is absolutely about him getting in on that final play. To get fucking lit up, probably, honestly.
He was a sack. He was a DN.
I know, he got a sack, but in real life, I think that guy actually got in, and he probably got fucking lit up, dude. I'm saying it.
Whatever.
But, all right.
Sports movies that I've seen, right? I haven't seen that many sports movies.
Yeah. Oh, I think I do remember this because I remember putting in. I'm gonna have a controversial one again, and I remember putting it in, and you were like, "What?" And I was like, "Dude, it's kind of fun." I'm almost.
My number 4 is already getting controversial.
Oh my god.
Sports movies. I'm gonna forget sports movies. Oh.
Damn, this is I'm a funny kind of movie guy is my issue. And I feel like people won't enjoy that as much as I will.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I forgot about that one.
Gotta have that one.
I gotta put that higher.
Oh. Nice.
I go for it.
Yeah, no way the Chargers don't go for this. Although, or do you punt it away and play for overtime? Fuck, dude, I can't have overtime. Overtime, I'm screwed.
That's true.
I gotta have them go for it and get stopped.
Unless the Broncos.
Oh, they call a timeout at 1 second left. What? Are they gonna? No.
Try to bomb it.
What is it? 30? They'll be kicking it from the 37. That's 13. That's 63. That's
All right, I got
73 yarder. There's no way.
I
No,
got
there's
mine.
no way
Ready?
they're kicking that. Yeah, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for your top 5.
Honorable mention to Facing the Giants. Seen that movie a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those really Christian movies about a high school football team. Have you ever seen Facing the Giants?
No.
It's like a whole about it's got a whole Christian message. Trust God, He'll lift you up so you can win.
Yakers.
Based on a true story about Georgia, about a Georgia high school team.
Okay.
But shout out to Facing the Giants. It's a fun movie. Number 5, Field of Dreams, I think is a solid number 5 spot. Number 4, Cars. It's a racing movie.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a racing movie, man. Come on.
Right, dude.
Come on.
Okay,
It's more of a sports movie than Rudy, straight up. There is more sports action on screen in Cars than there is in Rudy.
Okay.
Number 3, Radio. I think that one goes under the Radio. Radio, solid movie.
Wait, fuck. What was I trying to think of?
Not that much of a sports movie. Truman is going to overtime.
I know. I saw it.
Number 2, The Blind Side, and you already knew that this was coming. Number 1, Glory Road.
Oh, I forgot about fucking Blindside. Oh, shit.
Number 1 is Glory Road for me. I fucking love Glory Road. Texas Western, great story. Yeah, solid stuff. I haven't seen Coach Carter. I know Coach Carter's really good. I haven't seen Friday Night Lights, which is ridiculous, and I haven't seen The Longest Yard either, which is also pretty ridiculous.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, so number 5, Field of Dreams. Number 4, Cars. Number 3, Radio. Number 2, The Blind Side. And number 1, Glory Road.
Okay.
If you haven't seen Glory Road, what are you doing?
I haven't seen Glory Road.
Dude, what are you doing? You and Tina would love Glory Road.
You haven't seen Glory Road.
Oh,
What are you
actually,
doing?
no.
I haven't seen Glory Road. What
I
are you
need
doing?
an honorable mention to McFarland USA. It's a track movie about high school in
I've never seen that one.
the Southwest.
Yeah.
Once again, you'll never believe this sports movie tackling the topic of racism.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Owen.
Yeah.
Here's my top 5. I got a couple honorable mentions.
Yep.
Blindside.
Yep.
Honorable mention. Talladega Nights. Honorable mention. The Longest Yard.
Yep.
Honorable mention. Talladega Nights is more about the sport than Cars is, by the way.
Just remember that
Cars, by the way. Owen. By the way, over 50% of Cars is mostly about him paving a damn road, dummy.
Yeah, remember that I told you it's more of a sports movie than Rudy.
I know, but I'm just... What? Cars 2 and 3. Cars 2 is even less about racing.
No, it's not.
Cars 3 is the most racing one. Cars...
Yeah, it's true.
Cars 2 is the least. Cars 2 is the spy movie. Yeah, it's mostly about Mater falling ass backwards into spying around racing. Okay. Don't tell Tina. All right. Blindside also. Shout out. I didn't have my top 5. All right. Number 5, Gridiron Gang. That is a good one that is like heartbreaking, where it's like kids are dying from shoot ups and like because it's about.
Is that the one where a dude pulls out a gun on the field and shoots people trying to score?
No, that's the comebacks or whatever. Denver starting with the ball.
Fuck.
Just what we needed.
That's cringe.
A Russell Wilson touchdown drive.
Cringe. Just let me beat your stupid ass in fantasy. I'm better.
Okay.
I'm smarter. I'm stronger. Well, maybe not stronger.
Gridiron Gang number 5. Number 4. Another controversial pick. Draft Day. Draft
did
Day
mention that last time.
is
It's
a
such a
good
stupid movie. It's
It's a
stupid.
good football movie. I watch it every day before the draft.
I just thought of
every
one.
year before the draft. Every day before the draft.
I just thought of one.
What?
It's a Tom Cruise movie about being an agent. Forgetting something McGuire.
Oh, Jerry Maguire?
Yes. That
Sounds
is
right.
That's him about being the agent, right? That's a good one.
I haven't seen that one. Yeah, Draft Day number 4.
A Few Good Men has softball in it.
Draft Day totally unrealistic but incredible. And there's that dogfight and they have dogfight football in the new one. That's fair. Okay, Draft Day number 4. Number 3. Happy Gilmore. Again, I told you I go funny. For
That is a sports
movies.
movie. It's a sports movie. Yeah.
Number 2. My serious pick here. Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights is so good. I can't believe you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
It is a great movie.
I know it's very good.
It is
I've seen the number 1 scenes 5 times on Twitter.
It is almost like Full Metal Jacket, and where there is a lot of very lighthearted, funny moments for a lot of the movie, and then all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, when did we get so fucking serious about shit?
Yep.
It is one of those things too.
Yeah.
But it is
Because I know that's the movie at the beginning of the scene, the coach is calling out the parents for being racist, right?
Yeah.
As they're getting on the bus, right?
right. Yeah. Yep. And number 1.
Radio.
No. I've seen Radio maybe once.
It's a banger movie. Cuba Gooding Jr. does a great job.
Cuba Gooding Jr. did a great job. Might have won an Oscar for it.
Should have.
Hold on. Radio, IMDb. Vincent's gonna come over here and say
The number 1 sports movie is in fact the B movie because
Yeah,
it has
thank
that
you. There he
scene
goes.
where
They're
Ken
playing
plays tennis.
I was gonna say that he was gonna say Ratatouille or some stupid shit, so I was pretty close, honestly. I'm trying to. Well, normally it's on that page. There it is. 3 wins, 5 nominations. Nominated. Oh wow, nothing at
Oh,
worst actor. Cuba Gooding Jr. Jesus Christ, he was nominated. The Stinkers bad movie. Worst actors, man.
Oh no, that's for Boat Trip. That's not
Oh, what are we doing here? Outstanding actor in a motion picture. He won at the and outstanding actress. Best sports movie was nominated by the ESPYs.
You're looking at Cuba Gooding Jr. awards.
No, I'm looking at radio. I don't know why those are listed. Boat Trip and that is weird that these are included on this page. I am on radio.
Let's look up radio awards.
No, this is it. We're looking at it. This is the IMDb. Yeah, this is it. Again, this is radio awards.
This is terrible.
Yeah. So it's fine. Okay.
What is your number 1?
Number 1.
Hurry up.
You're gonna hate this. I don't know if you'll hate this, but it's Waterboy. The Waterboy. It still hands up. It still gets a lot of quotes. Obviously, we've seen.
Remember when Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime and the
exactly,
Bud Dogs won the Super Bowl? Yeah.
I don't know if I put this on my number one, but this definitely should be in the top 5.
It's
very
it
good.
holds up, and there's really not like that much. Like some of those movies, you look back and you're like, whoa.
Well, yeah, because they use the big F, like,
whoa.
yeah, and you're like, holy shit.
But the Waterboy doesn't have a ton of that stuff. No.
He's just dumb.
There's maybe a couple too many uses of the R word. Probably a fair amount of that.
Yeah.
But even then, that's.
Well, I think that's supposed to be, their characters being really rude.
Right. Yeah, and it's generally bad people saying it, right? I mean, that's always.
There's a difference in movies when, like, you go back on it and the person who's the big asshole is using big asshole words, and you're like, oh, okay, well, a big asshole saying shit that, you wouldn't want people to say.
Right.
And then just, like, old Eddie Murphy movies where they just use the big F just nonchalantly, and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Or, well, a great example is Blazing Saddles is one of those things where they still show it, but they put the warning up and they say, obviously it has bad stuff, but at the same time they say, but only bad people used it. I mean, it was, we did point out that it was only villains or ignorant people who were saying these things, that it's not,
Right.
I think Blazing Saddles
stands up test of time. It does a good job.
It's still very funny, but it is. I mean, they use those words, but they don't use them in necessarily like gross, derogatory ways. And again, it is like we said, it's ignorant people. It's the villain saying it. I don't know.
I think
Not
that's
what
what
we need to
I
talk
think.
about.
Blazing Saddles.
Why are we-
Blazing Saddles is one of those movies that's gonna just sign you so it'll curve into people being like, "Damn, this movie was genius." And like, this movie was terrible. This movie was genius. This movie was terrible. For the rest of the time.
You ever seen Blazing Saddles?
I watched like half of it one time, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Airplane, but with more of the N-word.
There you go.
But it's all used by ignorant people. But favorite sports movies, Vincent? Give me just 5 off the top of your
a
head.
couple off the top of my head. I like Adam Sandler's The Longest Yard. I like The Blind Side.
Have you seen the original one?
I have not.
Too? Okay. All right. I
felt the need to specify,
but only
yeah.
because you'd seen that one. The original one, pretty good too. I think it's Burt Reynolds.
Just remember,
Maybe I'm remembering that wrong.
remember
Sorry, keep
only
going.
one college in the state of Kansas is referenced in that movie, and is not the Jayhawks.
Damn.
You played for Bill Snyder?
I like
Kansas
The
State
Blind Side.
Penitentiary.
I like fucking.
That sounds good.
Remember the Titans is pretty good. Was it Coach Carter?
Oh fuck! I said Friday Night Lights. I definitely remember the Titans. I'm so sorry.
I also meant Remember the Titans, but I said Friday Night Lights.
You guys are so fucking dumb. It hurts.
Sorry. Friday Night Lights is a fucking melodramatic. I hate
Isn't it like a
that.
TV drama?
And I hate how it is. It turned into a TV drama.
Okay.
But I hated it.
I also meant
I think it's
Remember the
too-
Titans.
God,
Sorry.
you guys.
Let's just be clear.
Dumb as shit.
Let's be clear. It was Burt Reynolds. Okay, I did nail that.
Yeah, because they had Burt Reynolds in the remake as like a joke.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was like the coach, right?
Yeah. Or maybe.
Yeah, he was the coach. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was teaching the new crop. Yeah.
Austin Eckler had a run play.
And then
Really?
fucking what's the basketball movie? Is that Coach Carter? The one
3
I'm thinking
yards.
of?
Yeah, Coach Carter.
Yeah.
Yep. With Samuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like those are all up there. I feel like
Telling their kids to get their grade up or they won't start.
no fucking hot takes coming in from me. I don't watch a lot of sports movies, but
Wait,
the
wait,
one
wait,
I do
wait.
watch are like
This-
the iconic sports movies.
This isn't the game that Aaron said would end in a tie, right? Give me the binder. Give me the binder. I'm making sure I'm not losing $100 right now. Give me this binder. Give me the binder real quick. I'm pretty sure he was talking about. I'm pretty sure he has it as I think it's the Chargers Raiders game. Aaron. Denver. Chargers. All right, we all had this as an L. Okay, everybody had this as an L. All right,
What was the one that you had ended a tie?
I'm trying to find it. I think it was.
Was it not Chiefs?
Yeah, no,
Arizona?
No, it was Jacksonville Raiders. Yeah, it was the Jacksonville and the Raiders. That's right. I thought he had 2. I thought he picked 2 as ties, but I think he just picked 1. Hell yeah, Owen. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, you know what this is?
Fuck yes.
A draw play. So they'll punt it away to Denver.
What?
They're going to run a draw here and punt it to Denver.
Oh, they already punted it to Denver. What? He threw an incomplete pass, and then they punted it. Lamau, you're behind.
Wow,
Okay.
that incomplete pass was very close.
All right, guys, we should let everybody go here. You guys don't need to listen to us try to figure out if I'm going to lose a fantasy matchup. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, it's great to be back live. It's great to be back in a very solid format. Appreciate everybody sticking through kind of all of our transitions. I think it's an interesting thing to, we kind of go through all sorts of stuff, I think. And obviously the quality or, the consistency on things went up and down. But I think that's something that we'll all work on. So we appreciate you sticking back out here. And appreciate y'all listening. Again, YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. Spotify, iTunes, give it a rating. Give us, maybe we don't say that enough. A little 5-star rating never hurt anybody. Ooh, a little steamed veggies never hurt anybody. Yeah. But yeah, especially if you like it. Yeah, leave a review. Type out Owen's full home address in your review, and for every time you guys do that, I will mail Owen a bag of shit. I will actually go to Owen's doorstep and light a bag of shit on fire, so he has to stamp it out.
Insane thing.
My full insane. You think any of these motherfuckers check the fucking door when the bell rings?
Be answering the door for shit. Doorbell would ring, and there'd just be a flaming bag of shit. They'd walk out the next day and step in and be like, "Ooh, a bag of shit! What the fuck?"
Ooh, damn, that's great.
Vincent,
that's
just so you guys know, Vincent's the first one out the door. I'm for sure the last person out the door every day, so you'd be punishing Vincent, not me.
Yeah, I'm out the door at like fucking 7 a.m.
Oh, I do not care who's stepping on this bag of shit. Again, leave Owen's full address in the comments, in the review, and I will light a full bag of shit.
I was at work for an hour, and I sent Owen a text. I was like, hey, can you do this before you leave? He was like, yep.
I've infinite poop glitch.
Infinite poop glitch. So you're going to be a druid that turns into a cow that has to shit?
No, I have my cat. Okay. That's an infinite poop glitch right there. So yeah, big shout out to everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week for more Dahm That's True Action. Peace.